Alright, this is going to be a video about the garden we've been working on. But first, I'm waiting for Arya to come down the stairs. Come on, Arya, let's go see the plants. Can you come down? Arya's coming. One, two, alright. Okay, Daddy's gonna go see the plants, okay? And you come with Daddy? Okay. Alright. So, the garden we have going on is all in pots because we are renters. So this is a little backyard that we have, and most of the space our landlord has tons of cool stuff, lots of fruit trees and things like that. But here's a big area of pots we have. I'll try to get a good view where you can see more of it. Got a whole bunch of pots off of Craigslist, then bought potting soil from a compost company. So it's mostly compost with some like seed holes added and stuff to lighten it up. So I guess I'll talk about some of the plants we have. This seems really zoomed in far. I guess I need to back up some. Some kale here. Marigolds, which are kind of dying off. You can see these are getting old. Yeah, getting old. And you can actually, fun thing, if you collect seeds, see when they're really old they just separate. That's a whole bunch of marigold seeds right there. I've saved like a whole bag full, but now there's so many I'm just kind of spreading them around and maybe they'll grow. But it's mid-October, so we're transitioning. Summer's over, we're starting fall, so let's see, the tomatoes are still going, but they're not doing great, so they'll be coming out before long. Here's some basil, which has been doing okay. Some bugs have been biting on it. I tried one pot with onions, but they're not really doing anything. This is where a big onion would be, but they're not. I guess I could leave them in longer, but when I looked up the right times to plant onions from seed, I planted them way too early, so I might just pull them out or eat the biggest green onions ever. That might be good. These zinnias are getting really big and tall. Back up so you can see how tall they are. Those have been fun. Between the marigolds and the zinnias, having flowers, nice to look at. Bring a few nice bugs. There's a tiny little tomato in here that's kind of crowded out, and the wimpiest tomato, it might have given us one or two. Well, that's one of the things I learned from trying to put too many plants in a small area. Some of them just crowd each other out and nobody wins. This tomato plant did okay, but yeah, they're on the tail end. This one did real good. Here's one that probably eat tomorrow. And speaking of transitioning to fall, here's a few of the newest plantings. These are beets, and this is a cauliflower. Did everything from seed. I just like growing from seed, like going start to finish, and then I've been saving seed. Everything was planted directly in these pots except the tomatoes, because I just couldn't get them to germinate. A single tomato plant actually germinated in the pots, so I had to make little transplants out of them. It's actually this big one over here. It's dying off now, but this was by far our best one. So the only seeds I've been saving from the tomatoes have been this one, actually, just because I think that they will be the best seeds to try to get more plants like this one. Back here in the height of summer we had more a bunch of zucchini and yellow squash back here that did really good. This down here is the only zucchini plant left. We'll get a few more zucchini off of it. Whoops, pulled that. That bloom fell off. And then we'll probably pull it out too. The other plants got tons and tons of this powdery mildew. And this one had a bunch too, and I trimmed some of it off. See how long this stalk is here. That's a bunch of branches I trimmed off of it. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Here's one of these is cauliflower, and this one's a little broccoli that our neighbor gave us. She had extra, and it was planted as a little seedling. So I'm hoping all these cauliflowers and broccolis, and over here is spinach. I'm hoping all these things do really well here in the Bay Area in the fall. I think they should thrive. I should probably plant more kale and stuff too. And what else is right here? We planted it real late in the summer, but this is actually a cucumber. It belongs in this pot, which looks kind of empty, but if you look over here, all these big green leaves, the cucumber's kind of just climbing up, invading the tomato. It's really cool if you can see the, look right here, look the way the cucumber works. It sends out these little tendrils and then grabs hold of the tomato branch to climb up. I thought that was neat. So that's what we've going on downstairs, and then I'll pause this and go upstairs, because here there's a look at the house. We occupy this level, and I've got a few more pots in the worm bin up there, and then our landlord, the homeowners, live further up. Alright, Arya, what are you doing back there? You got some dirt on your hand? You need Daddy to help you? Oh, and I guess I'll show you our landlord has some really cool chickens. Hey little chicken. Hi chicken. Yeah. So when I do some weeding and stuff, I throw it down here and they pick at it. Alright. This will start again upstairs. Alright, so we're upstairs and we're stepping out back onto the patio that I showed. So what do we have here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pots back here. Oh, Arya just put her arm all the way in the water. Is that cold? Here, no. Alright, so we have more kind of assorted greenery going on here. It's like this is lettuce, this is parsley, some marigolds going here too, and these are actually just from seeds falling from the first time around, so not planted intentionally, but glad to leave them there. Over here we have more marigolds popping up. These are carrots that are coming along. This is one little volunteer zinnia popping up. So and this, I think, is just a weed.
It's cold.
Yeah. Goodbye, weed. Alright. Over here we have a bunch of dying marigolds that I really should just pull out. And more basil. It's kind of looking small. Yeah, the ones downstairs did a lot better. So up here we get less sun. Alright, now here's these next two were just planted seeds in them a little over a week ago, and so if we look real close you can see little starts. Those are beets again. Downstairs we had beets that are a few weeks in. Oh, Arya, no, please don't take out the lettuce. No. Can you take that to Mama so at least we can eat it tonight? Thank you. So yeah, that's beets. And this one's more spinach. And this one's taking a little longer to come up. So I see this one right in the middle, but I'm looking around the rest of the pot and I don't see any more yet. There's definitely room for more to come in, so we'll see. Well, this thing is just some weed of some kind. That's definitely not spinach. Over here we have some kale, old marigolds that need to go away, Oh, yeah, there's just seeds flying out of them. Look at all these seeds. Who wants marigold seeds? This, our neighbor also gave us a collard plant. Let's see this. I actually have the thing. Tree collard. So what is a tree collard? Just another green to eat. Sounds really good. And then the lettuce is doing awesome in this pot. I need to plant more lettuce. We actually thinned it out a bunch and ate a salad with it yesterday. This is getting big, so that's fun. So those are all the plants we have going. And then the last cool thing to show, have these tubs back here, and one of them's actually a little worm farm. And here it is sitting in here. You can see it's 2-layered. This bottom one, no holes in it or anything, but this next one there's holes dug or drilled all through the sides and the bottom. If we get in there, this top is just a layer of cardboard and paper, and you get down in there and it's a mix of food scraps and paper, and you start finding worms. So many worms. It's been really fun. We started early this year, I don't remember, February or March. We set this up and I went and got just a tiny, like a few hundred worms in a little tiny cup from a lady, and just seeing the exponential growth. You see the worms, are you? It's been great. So it's accelerating. The amount they can eat is just speeding up. I haven't got to actually use almost any of these worm castings. I put a handful with those beet seeds that I planted. I put a tiny bit in. No, don't grab the camera right now, sweetheart. But eventually, yeah, I'll probably need a second bin, and they'll really. Whoa, what'd you eat? Can you spit it out? What'd you eat? Just some dirt? Hopefully not a worm. Oh yeah, just some dirt. Anyways, yeah. Eventually, the worms will really be cranking out a lot of worm castings, and I'll be able to use them a lot. So this has been really fun, and it's super easy. The key is keep them all covered up, or you'll get tons of fruit flies and stuff, which is annoying. But whenever I put paper in, I kind of shred it up with my hands and soak it in water, and that seems to always keep this at the right moisture that the worms are happy with. And yeah, again, way down at the bottom, it's just pure worm castings and lots of worms. Yeah, so this is working really good, and we're having a lot of fun with it. And that's it. Alright, thanks for watching our garden video. Bye.